So observe very carefully. So this will be very interesting and as well as a very important concept also. So we are going to see equilibrium. Either it is types of equilibrium, stable and unstable, as well as three types of equilibrium we have. That is what neutral. Okay. So this is what is our topic in our today's class. But before going to say today this equilibrium, let us understand. For example, I will give you last 3 days we studied about what is potential energy and the types of potential energy, gravitational potential energy, spring potential energy. That is what elastic potential energy. Everything we studied. Am I right or wrong, everybody? So now here what we are going to see, if the given potential energy, suppose I will give you the function of potential energy. For example, U is equals to potential energy 12x minus x cube plus y cube minus 3y. So this is what? So now, first of all, the given this one, is it equilibrium? So that is what is our first target. And then at what point it is equilibrium? So for example, I will give you the point 2, 1. This is x and y. So about x, either it is equilibrium or about everybody. About x it is equilibrium or about it is equilibrium. About y it is equilibrium. If it is equilibrium, then next question what will come? About x, either it is a stable or we can say what? Unstable. Or equilibrium at y, either it is a stable equilibrium or it is unstable equilibrium. So like this, they will ask you in the question exam. So the given potential energy, either it is equilibrium or not, first thing. Second thing is, either it is a stable or unstable. So that is what is basically they will ask you in the exam. So if you want to learn this concept, so just understand everybody. So first of all, if you want to understand what do you mean by equilibrium. So in physics, the simplest meaning of equilibrium means, so for example, let us explain with a small diagram. So equilibrium, what do you mean by that? For example, understand. So there is a mass of block on the surface. So two forces are acting on it. So let me take this is F1 and this is what? F2. And there is another force which is acting, F3. So now if I get it that F net is equals to 0. So we all know that 9th class we will study F net is equals to 0 means in the sense of it is a what forces? Balanced forces. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Please respond.
Yes.
So here, if F net is equals to 0, means in the sense of the body is said to be in what? Everybody? F to be said to be in equilibrium. So that's all it is. The simplest definition of equilibrium is if the net resultant force applied on a body is 0, then that is what we used to call as equilibrium. So this is the condition number 1 for body is said to be in equilibrium or not. F net is equals to 0, then we can say body is in what, everybody? Body is in equilibrium. That's all it is. The first thing you remember. That is the condition number 1 to decide either the given body is in equilibrium or not. Do you all understand, everybody? Yes? Somebody called to Monish, Mr. Rohit called to that Monish, Narayan, what happened? It is Aswita also give message column. So now if you notice it, so as we all already written in the heading itself, this is what the first condition. So means in the sense of, if you notice it, if you want to say the body is in equilibrium, so that totally how many applied forces? Everybody check it. The vector force 1 plus applied force is 2 plus applied force is 3. So if I do this, all the things which is equals to sum is equals to what? Everyone? Sum is equals to 0. Of course, F1 and F2 are in one same direction and F3 is in what direction? Opposite direction. So that it will become what? F3 or minus F3? Everybody? Minus F3. So whatever it is, if I do the sum of this all the forces, the net resultant force will become 0. Means in the sense of body is said to be in what? Everybody? Body is said to be in equilibrium. So that is the condition number 1. So of course, many conditions will come. So if you want to decide either the body is in equilibrium or not, you should take that. If F net is equals to 0, then body is said to be in what? Everybody? Body is said to be in equilibrium. That's all it is. Now, this equilibrium is 3 types. So what is that equilibrium, everybody? So equilibrium is 3 types. What is that? One is stable equilibrium, and another one is what? Unstable equilibrium, and the third one is what? Yes, please. Neutral.
Neutral.
So now when we can say body is in stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium or it is neutral equilibrium. So that is the main thing. So now, first of all, we all know that. Can you tell me what is the potential energy formula which we studied in the last class? Potential energy formula, please. All of you should respond. What is the potential energy formula? Starts with the first. So delta U is equals to minus work done due to the what forces? Work done by the C means what? Conservative.
Conservative.
So now the delta U change in work potential energy equals to final potential energy minus initial potential energy, which is equals to work done negative of minus of work done by conservative forces. Am I right or wrong, everybody? So if it is very small in change, that is what du is equals to minus of dw. So this du only differentiation if I do, what is how much we got it? Dw means everybody minus of f dx. Am I right, Rudreswa? We got it or not? Verify it, all of you. So small change in potential difference is equals to minus of f dx. We have got it or not, all of you? Respond. So now, for
Yes, sir.
example, if I say this force is acting particularly in particular direction. So we have a three directions. One is z direction, one is y direction, another one is what? Everybody. X direction. Clear? Understanding? So now, if it is in x direction, so this one will come what? Du is equals to minus of x dx. So this, what do you mean by this one? Force is acting in what direction? Everybody, force in? Yes, please. Force in what direction? X direction. Because it is a vector or scalar. Everybody, force is a what? Vector. Suppose from that I can say, from that I will say fx is equals to minus du by dx. Will you all agree with me? Everybody? Please respond. This is very important one. Am I right? All of you? So fx is equals to, I will say fx subscript fx is equals to minus of du by dx. Is it okay, guys? From this. Can I write it or not? What is happening, brothers? The same way for fy. Can you tell me direction y? If fy is equals to what will happen? Minus du by dy. For the z direction, fz is equals to minus du by dz. So same way like how we are writing for x direction, same way for y direction and same way for z direction. Is it okay, Rudresha? All of you? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is what. Now, if you observe very carefully, so the work done by conservative forces, that's what we are writing here. The change in potential energy is equals to only the work done by conservative forces. So we all studied already in previous lectures. Conservative forces. What is the example of conservative forces? All of you? Gravitational force, spring force, and as well as? Yes, please. Respond. Electrostatic force. If you are like this, then no use. If not interested, okay, please you can leave, no issues. And am I forcing to stand everybody? So you have to say me before it is. What you studied last classes, you not remember what I should do. So that's fine. So this is what in x direction and y direction and as well as z direction. So for example, so if I take, what do you mean by this? If I am applying the force in x direction, for example, if I draw, so what do you mean by that? Minus of du by dx. So this du by dx is only what? If I draw the graph, x versus u, understanding potential difference versus x direction. So for example, if I say the graph will be like this. So all of you observe, the graph is like this. So now, if I notice it, so how many of you know drawing a tangent? Do all people know tangent? How to draw tangent? Yes or no? Please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what do you mean by this? For example, let us take. So this du by dx is actually we used to call as slope of the graph. The slope of the graph of what? Potential difference versus what is the graph? It is potential difference versus x direction, or you take y direction or z direction. So if I take the slope is only we used to call as du by dx is actually a slope of the graph of u versus x. So if you notice it here, all of you observe very carefully. So always if I notice the slope is, we are getting what? Minus or plus or? All of you see that?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is always what? Minus of. So we all knows that fx is equals to minus du by dt. So that it will come negative or positive or everybody. It will come negative. The slope will be always negative when I draw. Okay. So when I find it for any direction, x direction or y direction or whatever it is. So we all knows that. So how to find a slope? We all people knows. How to find a slope? By drawing a what? Yes, please. By drawing a tangent. So we people can.
Tangent.
So keep in mind, if the tangent is horizontal, so can you tell me what is the theta is equals to, Pradosh? If the tangent is horizontal, what is the theta
No,
is?
sir.
Sir, zero. Parallel.
0.
Means in the sense of, we all people know tan theta is equals to only we used to call as slope. We already done in second chapter and third chapter. Understand? So if the theta is 0, means in the sense of the tangent is in what? Horizontal. Understanding all of you? So
Sir.
horizontal.
Yes, sir.
That is all. So that's all it is. Now you observe in the given graph, let me take 3 points. This is point A, and this is point B, and this is, let me take some point. Now, can you tell me where the maxima, minima, and as well as neutral? So all of you observe. I will use in 3 things now. So keep it in mind. If minimum potential energy, these 3 things is only going to help you in the numericals. Minimum potential energy means in the sense of it is a stable equilibrium. Clear, everybody? If U is minimum, it is a stable or unstable, everybody? It is the stable equilibrium. If U is maximum, keep it in mind, if U is maximum, understanding, then it is unstable or stable, everybody? Unstable. Understand? If U is constant in the sense of what? Parallel to which axis? Constant, parallel to
Yes, sir.
axis means in the sense of, then what is happening? It is also constant equilibrium.
Neutral.
Yeah, that is what? Constant equilibrium. Okay. So please, neutral equilibrium, or we can say constant equilibrium. Okay. So this is what. Now, in the given graph, can you tell me slope? 3 places it will become maximum, minimum, and as well as you can notice it, point A. So here, what is the tangent? Tangent is horizontal. So horizontal means dx by dt is equals to what? Everybody. Sorry, du by dx is equals to what? Fastly, 0. Understanding? At this also, here also du by dx is equals to what?
Zero.
Horizontal, 0. And here also it is parallel to x-axis. So here also du by dx is equals to what? Everyone? 0 only. Understanding? Please respond that is. Now, observe all of you carefully from here to here. It is constant or it is maximum or minimum? Constant potential energy or maximum or minimum? It is constant.
Constant.
So means in the sense of, here what is the equilibrium? That is, it is constant equilibrium, or we can say what equilibrium it is? Neutral equilibrium. Okay. Now, this is, we all knows the sine wave or waves, 9th class and all you studied. Now, this is maximum and this is minimum. So now you tell me, again this is maximum, and if it will come down, it is minimum. So now where the maximum potential difference? Here or here? Point A or point B? Everybody. Yes, please. Point A.
Point B, sir.
Point B, it is maximum. So it is maximum here. So it is maximum means it is unstable or stable, everybody?
Unstable.
Unstable. And here it is minimum. So that here U is minimum. So that it is stable or unstable. Here it is
Stable equilibrium.
stable equilibrium. That's all it is. So if you understand this, so that's all we can make it. Now I will give you some second condition. So first condition, you have to find it. Either the object is in F net, the net force is 0, means it is equilibrium. Second one, if F is that potential energy is maximum, we can say it is unstable. If potential energy is minimum, we can say stable. And then if potential energy is constant, we can say neutral equilibrium or constant equilibrium. This is all about the point number 1. Do you all understand, everybody? Clear? Yes, please. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now the second point I'm going to see you, I'll give you, you can note it down. So, but you remember, once you are solving the numericals, you will understand more clearly. So 1 or 2 questions, if you'll observe, then it is very easy to solve these concepts also. So let us understand that concept. So we all know that 3 types of equilibrium is there. What is the 3 types of equilibrium, everybody? One is stable, Another one is what?
Stable, constable,
Unstable, and another one is what? Neutral. Okay. So try
neutral.
to understand first point. So F net is equals to, for everything F net is equals to what? Whatever the equilibrium, F net must be equals to what? Everybody.
0.
Whatever the
0.
equilibrium, F net must be equals to 0.
0.
If it is x-axis, u and x slope must be also. Slope is equals to what? 0. For this also, u and x is equals to what? Slope must be equals to what? 0. And for this also, u and x slope must be equals to what? Everybody, 0. Clear? Understand, Amma? Now, so as we know, du by dx is equals to 0 for every case. Am I right or wrong? Slope is equals to 0 means du by dx is equals to 0. Am I right or wrong? Everybody. So du by dx is equals to 0. So let us consider Pradosh now. This is very important. Understand. So there is a ground or surface. All of you observe. Any doubt you can ask me. So I kept one ring. What I kept, everybody? I kept one ring. Understanding on the surface. All of you observe very carefully. What I kept? All of you? I kept a ring now. So now if you notice it, inside I kept one ball. You all people knows ring. Am I right or wrong? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this ball I kept inside the ring. Now observe very carefully. It is at minimum. It is at the ground. So that minimum potential energy or maximum potential energy. This is the ball. This is the ball. You can check it, everybody. So it is a minimum potential energy or maximum potential energy. Anybody? U is minimum or maximum?
Minimum.
U is minimum.
Minimum.
Because it is on the ground. It is on the ground. So U is minimum. So first thing, we should make it F net is equals to what? You should say that F net is equals to 0.
0.
Then we can say it what? Either the object is in equilibrium or not. And then what kind of equilibrium? That is very important. So now, all of you observe, if the ball is here, observe everybody. If I suppose try to push this ball, so this ball will go to some maybe here, this position. And after that, again, it will come back to its original position. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Yes, please respond. Slowly, if I push
Yes,
it.
sir.
Or else if I take to this side, please be attentive. If I take this side, again after going to this height, again it will come back to its original position. Am I right or wrong? Pradosh? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So in the sense of du by dx, of course, we all knows that is equals to 0. So means in the sense of, remember, if you displace the body slightly, it returns back to the same position. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Yes, please. That is only
Yes, sir.
called as stable equilibrium. So please remember, if you disturb this, if you disturb or displace, if you displace the body slightly, Asida, are you understanding? Again, it will be returns back into what? It will returns back to what equilibrium? Stable equilibrium. Understand, Rudreswa? What is that stable equilibrium means? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now, when we can say stable equilibrium, very simple. So we all people are very familiar with the differentiation. Am I right or wrong? So dy by dx we used to call it as differentiation. This is first time differentiation. What we used to call, everybody? First time differentiation. And already some numericals we have done second time differentiation. Do you remember, everyone? When I'm teaching also we have done this. Second time differentiation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If you do the double derivation, understanding? Double derivatives. Double derivative means it will
Sure.
become d square y by
D square y by dx square.
understanding? So keep it in mind, if d square y by dx square is greater than 0, okay, everybody? If d square, you can take it as now as we are studying potential energy. So I can modify y become what? Potential energy. So it will
U.
become what? U. So here also U. So du by dx is equals to 0. So that here it will become d square u by dx square. If d square u by dx square is greater than 0, then potential energy is minimum. All of you understanding? Potential energy is what? Minimum. So potential energy is minimum means it is a stable or unstable. Check it, everybody. Minimum.
Stable.
Stable.
So that is what. So this is what it is. So if I try to disturb its position, again it will be back to its original position. That is only called as, what is to call, everybody? Yes, please. It is
Stable equilibrium.
stable equilibrium. Keep it in mind, if dy by dx is equals to 0, means in the sense of, I'll say du by dx is equals to 0. Only we can say body is in what? Everybody? Body is in
Constant.
what?
Neutral.
Only we can say body is in. Yes, please respond. We can say body either it is in equilibrium or not. Do you all understanding, everybody? If
Yes,
d
sir.
by dx is equals to 0, only we can say object is in what? Either equilibrium or not. Because by that time potential energy may be maximum or potential energy what? It may be
Minimum.
minimum or maybe constant. Do you understand it? And then we cannot decide either it is a maximum, minimum, maxima, not maximum, maxima, and same way minima or constant. We people cannot decide. When we can decide, only you can go for second time. Only you can go with the second time derivation. If you do the double derivation, then only the double derivation will gives you either the object is in, understanding, equilibrium. What kind of equilibrium? Either stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium or neutral equilibrium. Do you all understand, guys? Please respond, everybody. Understand, all of you? Yes, please. So that is what. So for
Yes,
if
sir.
it is a stable, if it is a stable equilibrium, you have to prove it what, everybody? D square u by, respond, dx
dx square.
square must be greater than equals to 0. If, for example, if it is acting in y direction, can you tell me? Y direction means what will happen? D square
D
u
square u
by
by dy
dy
square.
square must be equal. If it is acting in a z direction, d square u by, yes, please.
D is
dz square must be greater than equals to 0. So in this case, potential energy is what? Speak loudly. Potential energy is minimum. So potential
minimum.
minimum means what we can say? It is stable or unstable?
Stable.
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 That is what you have to understand. Clear, everybody? Please respond, all of you. Now,
Yes, sir.
understand this. Next one is unstable. So just it is opposite. Now again I am taking a surface. Prados, can you able to catch the point or not?
Yes, sir.
Now again I will take it one ring. Okay. Now the ball is placed. The ball is placed. Check it, everybody. Where I will place the ball? All of you. Okay. Now ball is placed above the ring. Above the ring. So now can you tell me? If I slightly disturb this body, can you tell me what will happen? Is it will again go back to its original position?
No, sir.
No. What will happen to this one? It will directly come down and it will attain to the what place? It will attain to the,
Ground.
what is that place? That we used to call something unstable.
Stable.
This is unstable. Unstable to it will move to where? It will
Stable,
move to
equal.
that is understanding. It will always, so u is maximum, so it will move towards the what? Everybody, towards to speak
Stable equilibrium.
equilibrium position. Am I right or wrong, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, others, that is what. So in this case also you can say du by dx is equals to what? 0. So for deciding what, either body is in said to be in equilibrium or not. So for that, f net is equals to 0. If I take it, then you can find if u is maximum. Now u is maximum, minimum, check it, everybody. U is maximum or minimum?
Max.
Maximum means it is a stable or unstable?
Unstable.
Sir, how we can say? If it is unstable, keep it in mind, u is maximum, then d square u divided by dx square must be less than 0.
Less than 0.
Understanding, everybody? Because if it is greater than 0, it is stable or unstable? It is stable equilibrium.
Stable.
If it is less than 0, then we can say it is a what equilibrium? Everybody? Yes,
Unstable.
constant.
Unstable.
If it is d square u by dx square is equals to 0, then we can say what equilibrium? Everybody?
Neutral.
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 Yeah, please write it. I hope everybody understand, Mr. Sai Garde, Ishali, Asita. That is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Very, very important. Mr. Rohit Puri, understand, Prince? So this is what is about. If double derivative is greater than 0, stable, less than 0, unstable, equals to 0, neutral. So by doing single time derivation, you cannot decide either it is a stable or unstable. Only you can identify what? By doing a single time derivation, everybody. We can identify Either the
It
body
is
is said to be in
equilibrium or
what?
not.
Equilibrium or not. That is what you should remember. Okay, everybody. So F net is equals to 0. Body is always said to be in what? Equilibrium. Understand, Amma? Please respond. Yes, please. So for example, sir, neutral equilibrium. How, sir? Neutral equilibrium. So all of you observe. For example, a body is traveling in a ground. So I will disturb something. I disturbed it so that the body will attains the same equilibrium position in a new point. Am I right or wrong? After certain time, again it will attains the new point, but the equilibrium position is remains constant. Potential difference is remains constant. Am I right or wrong? Everybody, please
Yes,
respond.
sir.
Yes. So, but
Yes.
it will be remain in again neutral equilibrium position. But what is the position? Same position or new position? Yes, please.
Different.
New position.
New position, but potential differences remain same. So means in the sense of F net is equals to 0 and d square u by dx square is equals to also what? Everybody, 0. Purima. So here what will happen? All of you, u is remains what? U is remains constant, will remain in again neutral equilibrium position. Neutral equilibrium position, but in what position? Same place or new place? In a new position. That is what you have to remember. So that is what about the 3 types of equilibriums. I hope you all understand. So now this all 3 I'll write together. So please learn it, everybody. It's very, very important. If dy by dx is equals to 0, keep it in mind. Next, d square y divided by dx square, which is less than 0. So potential energy is maximum or minimum? Potential energy is, everybody, maximum. Okay. So that is stable
Maximum.
or unstable. It is stable. Stable or
Stable.
unstable. Next, d square y by dx square is greater than 0. So that potential energy is minimum or maximum? Everybody, it is minima. Okay, not minimum, minima and maximum we can say. So it is minima and another one is maxima. So means it is stable or unstable? This is maximum, this is minima. So stable or, yes please, stable or unstable? Respond. It is the
Stable.
stable. Okay. So if d square y by dx square is greater than 0, then potential energy is minima, so that it is stable. If it is greater than less than 0, so that it is unstable. That is one. So this is very, very important one. So please have a glance so that you can proceed with the numericals. I hope you all understand. Everybody, anybody having doubts?
Sir.
Yes, Rudreswar. Clear?
Sir, if we roll the ball in certain height with constant
No,
level of height, it
rolling.
will be neutral.
Yes, sir. Listen, Rudreswar. Suppose you are taking, you take one plank and above from the ground, you kept it. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now you are rolling a ball. Imagine a body is having every places it is having the same potential energy. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
In this position, new position, new position, new position, every new position, the potential energy remains same. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
There is no change. That's what it is, not greater than 0 or less than 0. It is same, equal every point. So remains it is same equilibrium position, but in a different position it will be. Understand?
Okay, sir.
It's not in the same position. So that what will happen if you do a d square double derivative, if you do that, you will get finally answer is what? 0. That's understanding? F net is equals to
Yes,
also
sir.
0 and as well as double derivative is also 0. Clear?
Yes,
Understand,
sir.
girls? Everybody? That is what it is.
Yes, sir.
If you solve one
Sir.
question, you will get an idea definitely. You can solve question. So u is equals to x square minus 8x. Question is find position of equilibrium, means at what point you have to find it. Okay, understand about those? Starting beginning, I have told you, know, at what point it will become stable, and also what kind of stability. Either what kind of stability means what we should say. What type of equilibrium it is? What type of equilibrium? Either it is a stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium, or we can say what?
Neutral.
Neutral equilibrium. Okay. So let's start now, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, what is the given function? Everyone check it now. Yes, please. What is the given function? potential energy U is equals to x square minus 8x. So what we have to do it first? F net is equals to what? We have to prove it. 0. F net means what? Differentiation. du by dx is equals to 0. Am I right or wrong? Speak loudly. That's
Yes,
all.
sir.
So differentiation of du by dx. Can you tell me du by dx means what will happen? So du, u means 2x, x square minus 8x divided by dx, which is equals to, answer please. Minus of x square means 2x. X square
2x.
means 2x minus 8. Am I right or wrong? Which is equals to 0. Clear? Yes, please. So it will turn
Right.
into minus 2x plus 8 is equals to 0. So 8 is equals to 2x. X is equals to 8 by 2, which is equals to 4.
4.
So 4. So where it will become equilibrium? Everybody? At what point?
4.
At 4 point. The point 4, the body is in equilibrium. Is it okay, guys? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
But either it is a stable or unstable or neutral. That is fine. So double derivative. So d square u by d x square only. Because only x square function. Is it y square is there? Any y function is there? Yes, please.
No, sir.
It is y function
No,
is there.
sir.
But with respect to y, x become what? 0. With respect to x,
Zero.
y become what? 0. Okay. So that you should remember. Already we have solved in dot product. Do you remember everybody? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So double derivative you can do it. So d square of u, what is that? X square, sorry, 2x. 2x minus 8. So that's all it is. So again, if you do the derivation, so what will happen? Answer? Double derivative. Double derivative, guys. So you can write simply second time derivation. So what is the answer? Anybody? Derivation of 2x is what? 2. Correct or not? And remaining 0. So 0 it will be. So what is the double derivative? D square u by dx square is equals to 2. So it is
0.
greater than 0 or less than 0 or equals to 0. Everybody. It is
Greater
greater than 0. So greater than 0 means u is minimum or maximum? U is
Maximum.
or greater than 0 ma. Greater than 0 means u is maximum minimum ma.
Minimum.
Minimum. So
Minimum, sir.
it is a stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium? Minimum. It is stable equilibrium. Understand Rudreswa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. So please all of you write it. Any doubt anybody can ask. Make it quick, everyone. Aswita, understood? You just need to prove that if double derivative is less than 0 or greater than 0 or equals to 0. That's all it is. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, complete this question. Anything doubt you can ask. Next question. U is equals to 12x minus U is equals to 12x. Same question everywhere. You repeat it. Understanding? So 12x minus x cube. So what we can do? We have to find it position of equilibrium. At what point it is equilibrium? Do you understand, everybody? What point it is equilibrium? And also type of equilibrium also. Clear, everyone? So first point, F net is equals to what, everybody? 0. So means du by dx is equals to what? All are x only. So only x coefficient. 0. So differentiation, do it and tell me, everybody. D of 12x minus x cube. So divided by dx, which is equals to, answer is what? Speak loudly. Differentiation of 12x is what? 12 minus 12 minus of differentiation
2x
of
square.
3x,
3x.
3x square. Understanding? So 3x square, which is equals to 0. F net is equals to 0. So minus 12 plus 3x square is equals to 0. So 3x square is equals to 12. X square is equals to 12 by 3, which is equals to 4. So that x is equals to what? Root over 4. Means in the sense of plus or minus. Yes, please.
2.
Plus or minus 2. Means x may be plus 2 or may be minus 2. Understanding? So let us verify. So if x is equals to 2, okay, minus 2, and x is equals to 2. So which is equilibrium? Which is stable equilibrium? Which is unstable equilibrium? So solve it. Double derivation. So d square u divided by dx square. So how much is it will come? All of you. Differentiation of, check it, everybody. How much it is there? 12 minus 3x square. Am I right, guys? Speak loudly. So 12 minus 3x square. Of course, here minus is not there. So now tell me, differentiation of 12 is 0 and minus is minus only. So now what will happen, everybody? So minus of 3x square means what? Everybody, 3 into 2 into x. Am I right, guys? Which is equals to minus 6x. Will you all agree with me? Speak loudly.
Yes.